Hey, what's up? My name is Joe Bragg, and today we are going to be reviewing the 2 to 4 player game Triple Scoops with a Cherry on Top by Michael Fascion from Fun First Productions. This game is fire. Let's get it. So just like what it says right there on the box, Triple Scoops with a Cherry on Top is a modular card game of delicious chaos. And that's actually really a pretty good description of the game. Everyone has their own unique scooper, which has unique abilities. So there's some asymmetrical powers going on there, but all you're really trying to do is complete customers' orders, right? And so you want to arrange your scoops to make sure that you're matching a customer card that is out in the line. And so you have people waiting in line for their ice cream. You're running around trying to make sure that you can get their order correctly. And what's really awesome about this is that not only are you collecting these scoops, but there's also action cards in there that are allowing you to get more scoops onto your cone, that are allowing you to mess with other players a little bit, rearrange the order on your cone, because the way the game plays is when I place a scoop down, I'm placing all other scoops on top of it, and I might need that bottom flavor to be on the top, right? And so I can, if I have 3 scoops and I place a 4th, it knocks the bottom one off. But if I have a card that allows me to rearrange my scoops, I could go around and I could take my bottom scoop and make it a top scoop, whatever. I can rearrange it. But also there are cards that allow me to rearrange other people's scoops. And so I could take and notice, oh man, they're really close to that customer. I play the rearrange and I just start flipping things around and swapping scoops and all that kind of stuff with people. And it can be delightfully fun in that regard. And so it's really cool. And some of the customers want sugar cones, some of them want cake cones, and so you have an option where you can discard cards to be able to flip that cone over. And also you can even change by discarding 2 cards, you can change the customer. So if you're looking at it, the customer cards, they all have a preferred, right? But if you look up in the top right, you can see what's on the other side. And so maybe you're like, hey, I don't have what any of these customers want now, but I could discard 2 cards to flip a card over because I have what's on the back of that card. I really like that because it creates a unique decision space. Do I have cards in my hands that I want to just discard, or am I really just going to fight for certain customers? And again, it's definitely a race in that regard, and so you're trying to be the best scooper, right? Michael is a phenomenal designer. I've had opportunities to work with him, and we're continuing to work together, which is awesome. Just the way he thinks is great. And what I love about this is not only is there just like a base mode that is super accessible, easy to play, but a lot of fun. There's also other modes. You've got advanced modes. Oops, I hit my box there. You've got advanced modes. You've got 2-player modes that are going on, and just a bunch of different ways that you can play the game, which is really cool. So there's kind of like endless possibilities. And again, the game being modular, you're not always playing with all of the action cards in the set. It's all based on the scoopers that were selected, which is pretty cool. And so again, it's a very accessible game, but it is a lot of fun. It's a very creative take on kind of a take that style game in some regards, but just this way that you're just trying to complete these orders for customers, but making it an engaging, fun thing. Now, I'm from Cape Cod, and as I talked in one of my top 5 videos, man, we're known as being ice cream snobs, and so this game definitely speaks to my inner ice cream love, right? But also, I've worked in an ice cream shop, and I think ice cream shops are super fun, right? It's a blast. But when it's hectic and there's a lot of things going on, it's like, oh, you're trying to just catch everybody's orders, and you want to make sure everything's happening on time. And so I've worked in some pretty busy places, and I think this game captures that whole thing. Now, again, I've never worked in an ice cream shop where people were trying to mess up my orders and doing all that stuff, but that's what makes it super fun. And really, so what you're trying to do is your end goal is, can you be the first person to successfully fulfill 5 customer orders? And so it's just, like I said, it's a delightfully fun game. It's definitely got some chaos elements for sure. Things can really get messed up. People can fulfill customer orders that you were trying to get, and again, lots of chaos that can ensue based on how people are playing certain cards. But because of the decision space, I might not want to play an action because I really need that scoop. And so you have to decide, do I want to place this on the ice cream, or do I want to play the card, and triggering the action? And like I said, you have these special powers for each of the characters. And so when you play a card that matches the symbol of your scooper, you then you could use the effect on the card, or you could, trigger your special ability on your card. And I just think, again, it's another interesting design choice, right? Where I can sit there and be like, okay, do I want to, or decision space rather, do I want to play this card because I like this action, or man, is this the right time for me to use my scooper's ability? And I actually think that's really fun because as a player, I have these choices, and to me that matters, right? The more interesting choices I have as a player, I think the better, so long as it doesn't confuse me, right? And so I think that Michael and Fun First Productions have done a really great job here of making this something where it's like, yes, I have decisions, but it's not overwhelming. And because I'm waiting on my turn, things can change by the time I get here and get to me. And so I might make a completely different play just based on what's out on the field. And again, it's just a fun game overall. I mean, the company's name is Fun First Productions, so you better hope that there's fun first. And I think they nailed it. And it's, like I said, it's a game that we played with my boys, my wife and I. And so my youngest, who's 5, he played on a team, but my other two, 8 and 7, they were cranking in on it, having a great time. And at the end of the day, my 8-year-old won the game. And you could tell he was getting a little nervous because we were starting to catch up, and he pulled it out in the end, and so it was really good. Just a lot of fun, but he was able to play it completely on his own and just had a great time playing it. So I think if your kids can read, they could play this game. And also, sometimes it's just recognizing the symbols, right? They know what the symbol does, and so therefore they don't even have to necessarily read the card once they figure that kind of stuff out. But again, very accessible, very fun, lots of different modes and different ways to play the game, which is really cool, and I dig that. And so I'm excited to explore it more. But this is a game I will definitely get to the table more often than not because, again, it's accessible, it's quick, I can teach it very, very fast, and so it's great for intro gamers, so it's a good gateway game in that regard, I think. And also, if you want to play the other modes, including some of the advanced modes, it would be good for the gamer as well. And so that's Triple Scoops with a cherry on top. I want to encourage you to go to Fun First Productions website and order this one. I would definitely recommend it highly. It's a lot of fun. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to have a great time. So if you're looking for a new card game, something to spice it up, Triple Scoops with a cherry on top is definitely the one that you want to pick up. So thanks for taking the time to listen to this review here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any comments, cares, consternations, or any of those other things, you can certainly leave them in the comment section. But I want to encourage you to like and subscribe and maybe even share this video out. So thank you so much for taking the time. God bless. Peace.